Damien from Marketing Food Online, and in this video I'm going to dive into a handful of my subscribers' questions, and we're going to jump into that right now. I mentioned in the introduction, I'm going to dive into, I got my laptop open, a whole bunch of questions. Excuse me, I haven't uploaded a lot of videos. We've been extremely busy over the last couple of months. Actually, the food business online, e-commerce food business for us has been skyrocketing, and it's been very, very busy. Just a really quick tip, if you're looking to get into selling food, you really need to have some type of presence online or 100% of a presence online. If you've got a food product, if you've got a subscription business, food subscription business, whatever it is, over the next few months, there's going to be a huge amount of new businesses that are going to be getting a lot of business online in regards to food, any type of food, if it's snacks, if it's gluten-free, if it's baked goods, if it's candies, whatever it is. If you want to resell food, if you want to start a wholesale food business online, I highly recommend that you dive into a bunch of our videos, get some information, or ask me a bunch of questions if you're not really sure about what you're looking to do or what to do. Because the food business has been very, very good online, because a lot of people are now ordering food to have it delivered instead of shopping, or some of their local stores may be out of certain products, but you can always go online and find somebody selling it. So with that being said, let's hop right into these questions. So I had a really good question from, and I apologize if I get this wrong, Trame or Trame. She was asking a question about the rules and regulations about nutritional fact labels. Is it 100% required always? No, it's not. Here's why. Because if you start a food business from home, you actually would fall under the cottage food laws. Most cottage food laws, which are regulated by state and individual states unto themselves, they do not require a nutritional analysis to be put onto a food product. They do require ingredients, of course, and an allergen label, but that is not a nutritional label. So one of the biggest benefits for cost purposes is if you start a food business from home, the amount of information on the label is much smaller and much minimal compared to what's required in a retail store setting. And in order for you to get a nutritional analysis done, it costs quite a bit of money initially up front, okay? So is it always required by law? No, it's going to be dependent upon how your business is set up and where you're actually making the products. Now, with that being said, you are kind of limited as to where you could sell a product when you make it from home. That's the only drawback. But if you're looking to get a nutritional analysis, it could be about $800-900 and up just to have that done, okay? Now, the other thing is that the FDA has a label exemption program. So if you have a product that you're looking to sell in retail, online, or anywhere else other than just from your home, they do have a label exemption, which if you sell a certain amount of products, and I believe it's 100,000 units a year or less of a certain product, and you have, I believe it's 50 to 100 full-time employees or less, you can actually get an exemption for that one particular product that you have to renew every year and register with the FDA, but they do not require the nutritional analysis to be put on it. And it's to benefit small businesses in order to help them get up off the ground, that they don't require that. So I hope that helps you answer the question. Not always. No, you do not always have to have it on there. Now, next up, I had a great question about licensing, selling superfoods. So if you're not familiar with superfoods, and this is from 33 Miles Healing, so superfoods, do you have to have a special certain type of license? No, you do not. It is a food product. You do have to have a license to sell food. Now, if you're manufacturing it or making it yourself, again, you'd have to have certain license or permits for manufacturing food product. And of course, following guidelines in regards to labeling, which the guidance is set up by the FDA. But is there a special type of license? Your question? No, not necessarily. No. Now, when you apply for the license, wherever it is in your county or city, make sure that you specify, a lot of times they're going to ask you what type of food you're producing and how are you doing it. Are you producing it as a manufacturer and selling it as a wholesaler? Are you going to produce it and then sell it as a retailer, your own products and selling it retail? Or are you just going to create it, produce it, and then sell it to others to then resell? Now, that specifics, those details about your licensing, your business license, yes, you do have to specify certain things on there. But is there a specific one for the superfoods? No. No, not that I've ever heard of. You just need to make sure that you have the right food producing license based upon your city, county, and your state. So make sure that you have that specified, okay? The next one up that we've got, I'm looking to sell, okay, so I've started a food business from home, and I'm looking to sell it on Amazon. Okay, probably no. The reason being is, again, if you are creating a food product from home and you're doing an e-commerce business, 99.9% of the time, that's not allowed, okay? Most states don't allow you to produce it from your home and then go online and sell it. Now, with that being said too, though, there's a lot of states that do offer online sales of your home-based food product, but you have to deliver it or bring it to the customer yourself or have them come to your home or somewhere other place. Bottom line is you can't ship it outside of the state when you sell it online. That transaction has to take place between you and the buyer. You can't ship it. So next one up, I had a question, I believe it's from Luz. And again, I apologize if I said that wrong. Luz was asking, great information, thank you. Do you have anything about selling cryo skincare or frozen skincare in Amazon? To be honest with you, Liz, I'm not very sure or educated about regulations in regards to cosmetics or skincare products or anything of that sort. Can you sell frozen items on Amazon? Based upon the information that they have on their website, because we've been on Amazon for about 7 years now, that you can sell frozen items, but they do have to show what they call the chill chain, which is the process from you shipping a product to the customer. You have to show them how you're going to maintain the temperature of the product if it has to stay frozen, okay? So there is a bit of some hoops you got to jump through to sell the frozen items, and some things that you have to present to Amazon in order to do that. When it comes to skincare, I really can't speak on that, and I don't want to, only because I'm not really familiar with skincare products, basically food. But yes, frozen items can be sold, but there are some specific steps that you have to take. Which if you can, it sounds like it's frozen skincare products. It might be something that could be very catchy and very trendy online. I've just honestly never done it myself. So the next one up, we've got meals. So what about selling actual meals from the kitchen? Is that possible too, and not just a product? So this was a question. I did a video about restaurants right now in the middle of the situation that we're in. A lot of restaurants obviously are closed for in dining, but a lot of them are doing pickup or drive-by or call it in and you can pick it up the food from restaurants or local cafes. So trying to use your kitchen to create other streams of revenue, I did a video about producing a food product, which is a great idea, and then creating some type of website or online presence or e-commerce, selling products from your commercially licensed kitchen, which is loud. But again, this one was about actual meals from the kitchen. Is that possible too? Yes, you could. Yes. Just make sure that you have the proper regulations in regards to proper permits, in regards to the regulations, licensing, of course, and of insurance. So if you've got a kitchen, a commercial kitchen, and you want to utilize that and you want to sell those pre-made meals online, yes, you can. Just make sure that you're following the guidance of your city and your county in regards to the specific regulations, having the permits licensed and maybe even insurances set up specifically for shipping food, if that's what you're looking to do. So if you're looking to create some type of meal subscription business from your existing kitchen, that is a great idea because you're not relying upon local traffic to come to your restaurant or cafe to pick up the food or drive through and all that. You can use that kitchen and ship the food out. But also keep in mind too how you ship it. You need to make sure that you kind of experiment with the process so you can ship the food properly and it arrives with the right temperature so it doesn't get spoiled. Most of these meals that are now being shipped are being shipped with dry ice, which can regulate and keep the temperatures well below freezing in most of the time. And that's going to kind of keep the temperature of the food suitable so when it arrives, it is definitely something that's edible and it's not expired. So with that being said, I'll wrap up this session of your subscriber questions. Please, if you've got any questions, please continue to ask me. I'm trying to get to them and hop on them as quick as possible. We've been super busy here in the shop, and as I do this video, I'm actually headed back over to the kitchen to get all started. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Take care. Thanks for watching Marketing Food Online. And if you are looking to create your own food truck, start a home-based food business under the cottage food law, franchise a food operation, start a packaged food business, private label your own food product, sell on Amazon, get your own online store, or sell food online, remember to subscribe and check out these videos for more resources. Take care.